Good morning to you all. I found another telephone upstairs. This one is quite old and looks pretty crude in design. It's called or designated, how I pronounce this I don't know, but I've got it down as Bagta 62. That is what is written on the circuit diagram or the schematic. But previous to this model appears to be the Bagta 50. And they were, well, the 50 was from manufactured originally 1955 by VEF. Incidentally, that was the same make as the phone I showed yesterday, and the gentleman was quite right. I looked at that dial again, and yeah, it's got that trademark. It's the way it's written. It's written peculiar, but it's definitely VEF, which I understand was quite a big company. Now let me show you the circuit diagram. Sorry, it's not in a very good state, but at least it's there, and hopefully you can make it out. There's that name in the corner there, how they're written. It's actually VEF. There's the diagram. There's the number there, written it in Cyrillic, 62 ATC. Good look there. You need to do any work on one of these. The base, as you can see, is just a metal base, not screwed on. It's actually clipped in or pushed in to the other part of the base. The base is in fact mild steel again, so that's the way they made these. But the other part is made of bakelite. Let's have a quick look at when you take the base off. This is what you're confronted with. Horrible. It is really horrible. Look at the size of that bell. It's tiny. It obviously works. A picture of the later version, which I think says 50, shows a completely different bell. It's more like the modern ones, but this is a very early one presumably. And close up as what is on there. The bells are just, well, they're screwed on iggly-piggly. The reason that the centres are offset is to adjust the bells, so as I say, you get that nice ting as it operates. Not, as I say, not a very well put together phone, I didn't think. You've got various numbers there. It looks like, I don't know, 62 or 63. I think it's possibly 63, the year of manufacture. Let me turn him over. There's the other side of the base or the chassis. You've got your induction coil there. There's that trademark. And that is actually VEF. All the windings that are on the anti-side tone coil. You've got two capacitors. One at the top there, 63. So I'm pretty sure this phone was made, or well, it was obviously something happened in 63. The dial, I haven't taken the cover off. The dial, unfortunately, has got a broken return spring, so the dial is not functioning. But as I say, this is for the actual collection. I can't expect all the phones to be working in 100% condition, and this one is certainly not. That gives you an idea of the age. I suppose in a way it wasn't badly made. They had to use what components they could lay their hands on, and that is what happened. It's as I say, it's a metal base with a Bakelite cover with the cradle. The screws are in nice inserts. In this case, they're they look like a normal nut buried in the Bakelite. Now I'll turn him over. Here we got the dial with that unusual finger stop. Unfortunately, that's what it does. And I haven't bothered to try and fix it. There's your readings on there. There's 1 to 0 and the Russian Cyrillic type numbering or lettering, I should say. So it's definitely Russian. And at the top, once again, you've got the trademark. So if you see this trademark on Russian phones, they are generally quite well made. I believe this company also made radio receivers and other lines in the electronics. Let's have a look at the handset. Typical handset. I've taken the components out, or the bits out. Let's have a look at the receiver. This phone, as I say, before this works, it does need quite a bit of work done on it. There's the receiver, which is obviously manufactured by another maker, I would think. It's got a date there, 67. So it looks like it was made by another maker. The transmitter is a fairly common type that you see on these phones. Another name there, so it looks like they have been changed. This is a very, very similar transmitter to the one I think I showed yesterday. And obviously the cap that goes on, and the cap for the receiver. Anyhow, that is about all I think I can say about this. One which could be restored, but I haven't restored it. I probably got it off of eBay before they pushed the prices up of the postage. I've had it a while. Rather eBay or Etsy, but an early one. And as I say, recapping against a Bagta, or as they show it written in their script, but it translated to English, it's Bagta, and it's number 62, which is very similar to the 50, which was featured on the on Etsy. I think it was on Etsy. I often look these things up, and although it was a similar number, the one that on Etsy looks a more modern one. But anyhow, I understand these were made from 55, and this model is 63. I think it's got 63 on there. So that's more or less it. Note the type of case, which looks very similar to R332, which was originally manufactured by Ericsson, and obviously other companies have taken on that design, and it's very similar. So anyhow, once again, thanks for watching. Any questions, I'll try and get back to you. I will get back, keep promising it. Anyhow, thanks again for watching. Thank you.